shit. It's hailing. Wow. It's hailing. Okay. Let's make some changes as fast as we can. Okay. I just became a fan of Inca Cola and Doritos. It's amazing. That's what I do it for. I need more of those moments. Fantastic. So now I want more Inca Cola. No time for this. Come on. Last year I felt like I was in the wilderness. Like I was someplace vast and rugged in this part of life that was rarely explored and lonely and remote. Like a place where our ancestors once walked, but the paths had been overgrown, but that with some effort they could be rediscovered. But I couldn't tell until I was right up on them. And though I didn't know what to expect there, I could at least point to that place on a map. That was the wilderness. But if I can point to a place on the map and call it the wilderness, am I really in the wilderness? Yeah! Now I feel like I've walked off the map. The unknown unknown, unbounded. Not just socially lawless, but physically lawless. So I do wander, but I don't know where. I don't have ambition, I don't have direction. But this still feels meaningful. I may be headed toward my own destruction. I might be making textbook mistakes. This is a murky and a confusing place. I've passed that rock before, that hill, that swamp. I've defeated that monster before. I've run from that monster before. And yet here they are again. It's like we're all stuck in this together. It's me. It's my angels, my demons. Sometimes I get the sense that there's a hidden nation here. I may be surrounded by tribes just beyond my sight. Thousands that know the way through this place, that are watching me fumble around from a distance. I don't know what I will discover out here. I'm concerned that the truth that I find might not be compatible with humanity. So I'm constantly asking myself if I'm willing to open every door of truth, even if it turns me into an antichrist. Even if the highest calling turns out to be exacting vengeance upon the world. But I can't know if what I'm holding sacred is cattle or divinity if I don't have the courage to examine it. It's one thing to seek out the truth in a calculated way, but I'm not sure I'm willing to let the truth seek me out.
Is this happening? I can't even tell.
If I'm already home, then I can't be lost. But if this journey risks undoing me, then lostness may come of this. Okay, this is the road to Juarez. See how this goes. Ultimately, I'm here because every civilized thing won't do, and all the claims I hear of the untamed and the wild experiences are just bullshit. And I watch men in town create these wilderness-themed parks. They suck their thumbs and wear their bear skins at weekend retreats. So I get offended when I hear people talk about my journey as if it's theirs. When they sit someplace off in the distance and try to package it and profit from it, from something they haven't lived or earned and don't intend to. There's a lot of phonies pretending to be authorities. Those people bug the shit out of me. And I can't wait to show people what real authority looks like and what it can do. I've tried their way and it's absurd. I sin against myself. When I do that, I suffocate my soul. I still carry medals that I won in the city, and traps that I triggered on paved roads. But both are rusting away. I talk like a guru sometimes, and I've had some pretty wild experiences, but I'm not a guru. I don't have answers, I'm just here. I'm here because there's nothing else to do. So I might as well do it in some place new and let it burn on me. Let it teach me. Reveal me. Might as well meet some people, have some experiences. Practice being all the me's that I am. I don't have a purpose in this wandering except to let it do its work in me. But if I have a goal, I would say my goal is to become the original man. Whether I've taken a horribly wrong turn or I'm rising or falling, I don't need answers and I don't need the anti-formula formula. Sometimes I feel like a stew. I can't take credit for cooking. I can't choose when I'm done. I can only choose to stay in the fire. And every time I jump out of the fire, the timer stops and waits for me to re-engage. We don't know how long we wander. If there's a set time, it's not revealed.
I can't believe this is real.
If I knew how long this was going to last, I would try to sleep through it and just set my alarm to wake me up in the end. But I'm not here to endure this at arm's length. I'm here to embrace it. This is not something I need to outlast. It's something I need to accept. So I wander in a realm that's foreign to my mind, but it might be home to my soul. I'm yet to find out. I've identified with this place, but I haven't really accepted it. I fear it, and I'm proud of it. I'm at odds with it, but I brag about it. I don't trust it with my life. I want to do better. I want to open up and let it in. I'm trying to do sonship, something more than miraculous. And sonship means being in the wrong place at the wrong time and still having heaven open up for me. Having the world bend around me. I want to be someone who's not limited by circumstances or timing. I want to be someone whose very presence makes it the right place and the right time. I don't want to have a maze to navigate. I want to create the maze with every step that I choose. To me, this is the original man. This is a giant among men, accomplishing what others may fear to dream, encouraging them to dream.
I've never seen anything like this.
I don't want bad weather and downsizing to be able to stop me from changing the world. What I'm trying to do, I've never seen done. So I don't follow anyone, I follow an impulsion. And it comes and goes in waves. It beats like a heart, and then it goes quiet, and then it returns. So of course my life doesn't look like others. We aren't preparing for the same thing. I make a lot of mistakes. I travel slowly looking for the ancient paths, trying to create new ones where I don't see any. And I might be a fool, but how can I know when there's no guides that manifest? And when every close and clear voice is lying, the only thing left to follow is a distant echo. There are airports built for people who are trying to do difficult things, but there's not even a rest stop for those that are attempting to do the impossible. I want to learn how to make a home in the storm, I want to learn how to sleep while falling through the sky. I want to hover over the infinite potential of chaos and call forth life. I'm talking about dwelling in barren wastelands and making it a place of springs. Like I said earlier, maybe the way forward is not to seek out the truth, but let the truth seek me. That scares the hell out of me, so there's probably something to it. I've been a part of some really interesting things. I've seen glimpses of what we can do and be.
I cannot believe this is real.
One of the things that I've kept from my childhood religion is the belief in supermen that are capable of defeating armies and stopping the sun in the sky. And I believe there are enemies in this world that will need to be met with a type of man that we have not seen. So I wonder what I'm supposed to be doing in this perpetual summer vacation of modern living. There doesn't seem to be a use for the type of man I'm trying to become. But when the fire comes, it's a whole other thing. When I find something, I own it. When I learn something, I own it. There is gold out here.